Hey guys, come on in. I'm Todd with Arfit Dog Therapy, and today we're going to talk about massaging a dog's low back. So, welcome to the clinic, and let's get to it. So today we're going to talk about massage, and this is going to be the first part of multiple episodes. We're going to talk first about the back. So the best way to work on your dog is just to start working on them. As long as they trust you, it's a good thing to do. Earl, I just wore him out on the treadmill, so he's nice and relaxed, but this is ideal. In my clinic, we work on tables because we see multiple dogs all day, but we're going to do this for the sake of demonstration and doing this at home, to do it on the floor because it's probably the most accessible thing you can do. So you want to get your dog in a comfortable position, and let's talk about lying down versus standing. You can do massage in either way. Many of the older dogs have trouble getting down. They're not able to lay down, or it's very difficult for them because they're uncomfortable. That's one of the reasons why you're doing massage. If that's the case, you could start out doing massage in standing too, all right? And maybe as they get more comfortable, in most cases, they'll eventually be able to lie down as you loosen them up. So before you start massage, it's good to actually do some heat first. So this is a heating pad we use. We do moist heat here. We're putting it right on the low back, and that's going to help get blood flow to the area and help your dog start to relax. Also, if you do this repeatedly, it'll be a cue for them to know that massage is coming, and they'll start getting prepared themselves. They may also lie down and just relax. Okay? Okay, so let's first talk about what we're going to do for massage today. We're actually going to go for the low back. And the reason why we like to do the low back is because the lumbar spine is one of the most accessible parts of a dog's body. It's also one of the least intrusive areas to start doing massage. And you also get the best bang for your buck. You get really good results because dogs carry a lot of their tension in their backs. And we could talk about more of that as well. So while the heat's going, I'm going to kind of show you guys where the low back is. Earl's a good example. So we take the heating pad off. His ribs, this is the end of his ribs, this 12th rib right here. And then over here, you'll feel a bone, and right here is his hip bone. So between the hip bone and the thoracic spine is the low back. And then in the middle is the spine itself. These are the vertebrae, and we're going to talk about that. But right now we're going to kind of focus on treating just between the ribs and the hips with a border along the spine. So this is all the muscle in the back. This is the area where dogs get most affected. So if your dog is standing or lying down, it doesn't really change what you're going to do. What you're going to start with is gentle circular motions into the low back. So with Earl, we're going to start on the inside, the angle between the spine and the hip, and here's his low back. So this is like L7. They have 7 vertebrae, and we're going to start just working our way into the joints. Now you can use multiple fingers, you can use your thumbs. Actually, you'll use them all because it's good to switch and try different areas. Actually, when your fingers get tired, you can also switch. And we're just going to go very gently. So you see his whole body is moving, but I'm going very gently. And again, he's a big dog. So with a lighter dog or a smaller dog, you start out very light. And it may just be where you're seeing the fur start to move, especially if your dog is in pain. You want to have a gentle introduction. You don't want to go pounding into their muscle, because just think about you. If you're sore, they're going to jump and they're going to brace. So this has to be very gentle, very gradual. You're building trust, and you're letting them know that over time this is going to feel better. And the only way that works is by doing it over and over. So we start out with little circles. And as the dog gets more comfortable, you'll start going deeper. So as you'll see with him, he's moving because I'm putting in pretty good rocking, oscillating pressure. You see, it's not disturbing him. It's very comfortable, but I'm putting in enough pressure where I'm actually starting to work on the tissue. And what you'll do is you'll gently scan all the way up. So we work our way up to the ribs. Here's the ribs here. And in this tutorial, we're just staying in the low back, so we're going to stop there. But the edge of my fingers are along the spine, so you'll feel the bone. So I'm basically working in a line all the way up and down here. This is the longissimus thoracis. There's paraspinal muscles in here. You've got the quadratus lumborum in here as well. So there's a lot of deep muscles that are in here. You work your way gently going in and going deeper as your dog relaxes. So this technique, just these circles, is really all you need to do to get started to do massage. As your dog gets more relaxed and you feel the tissue get softer, then you can go deeper. And you'll see that we can go pretty deep with Early because he likes it. We do this a lot. So. And then you're going to do the same on the other side. So we're skipping the spine right now and we're going to the other side. You don't have to roll your dog over. Again, the position is important for you to feel comfortable, but you're not positioning your dog so much. Let them be how they are, and then you can work and accommodate around them. That's the way they're going to be the most relaxed, and you'll see their position change as you get them more comfortable, as Earl just did. So he just kind of plopped down because he's definitely digging this whole thing. And then we continue with circles along the area. Going deeper as needed. Okay, so after you've done massage like that, doing the circles for a period of time, and again, it could be 10 minutes, it could be 5 minutes, whatever your dog tolerates. We're trying to get them very relaxed because now we're going to be doing some gentle oscillations on the spine. It's going to be very gentle pressure, but this is going to feel really good. It's also a good way for you to notice if your dog is very stiff and uncomfortable in their spine. Now, you're not a chiropractor, you're not a physical therapist, so we're not talking about aggressively mobilizing anything. We're talking about very gentle motions to make your dog feel better. That's what this is all about. So we're going to start again down at the ribs. And so you're at T12 again, which is the beginning of the low back. And the spine are these segments here. So on a dog, there are 7 bumps, and those are the spinous processes of the lumbar spine. Just like that. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to take the heel of your hand and you're going to gently place it on top of the spine. Now the dog can be straight up or they could be on their side. The pressure is going to be very light. So you're going to talk about 1 to 2 pounds. So you think about it, it's just enough to show some movement in your dog. So I'm going to put my hand here and I'm going to gently work just like that. You can see that there's just a tiny bit of movement. So with a smaller dog, like if you pan over here to Sasha, where she's smaller, my motion's going to be lighter, but you see there's little oscillations. And you can do this in standing as well, just like we talked about doing massage. Here's the hip, here's the ribs, much smaller dog, but here's the low back. And the massage would be just like this, in this motion. Maybe it's a good idea. Maybe we should do that right now. And look at our dog get comfy as she enjoys her little massage. So again, with a smaller dog, we do the same motion. You see that I'm just oscillating her a little bit. And I'm starting down at the bottom, and I'm going to work my way up eventually. And as they get more comfortable, you see, they begin to appreciate what you're doing. And don't be disappointed if your dogs don't magically lay down as quickly as mine do. They're very used to this. So they get quite a few massages. So you see, now I'm doing the circles with my thumb. And you can switch to your fingers. And you see the pressure is just enough to give her a little bit of motion. We're not going super deep. And then we can also work on the other side, which I'm doing with my thumb. Again, the spine is in the middle. So shaggier dog, harder to see the landmarks, but here's the ribs, here's the hips, and here's the low back. And we continue to do the massage. You see, regardless of the size of the dog, we can do the same technique. You just temper your pressure. So now we're working on the other side. Gentle motions. And usually, yes, it's going to take about 10 to 15 minutes of doing this to really have a positive effect. But if you only got 5 minutes, it's better than nothing at all. Okay? And again, I'm not trying to put her back in position. I'm letting her do her thing because I want her to be comfortable. Okay, and Sasha says she's done. Final oscillations again are going to be at T12. We're going to start here. Here's the spine, and then the motion, the base of the hand, and gently pushing. Very light pressure, just enough to compress the skin. And I'm going 1, 2, 3, and then I go down like an inch. 1, 2, 3. Down like an inch. 1, 2, 3. So you'll go 7 times, right? 7 vertebrae. So you get down to the base, and then we'll go back up. Go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. That's about 7. 1, 2, 3. And so now you can alternate the gentle oscillation of the spine with the massage, and you're covering the entire low back now. And these two simple techniques, the circles around the muscles and gentle pressure on the spine, very gentle to help with motion, are great ways to give your dog amazing relief. You can do it every day. You can do it 10 to 15 minutes. But by getting motion and circulation, blood flow into this area, it's going to help with their back legs. It's going to help with their front legs. It's going to help with their ability to sit, their ability to get up, and their ability to walk. So they need mobility in this spine, and you're providing some of that with these techniques. All right. What do you think? Is that good? Good boy. All right, well, that's a wrap. Hopefully you enjoyed the content that we shared today. Remember, it's just 2 simple things: gentle circles to the low back and oscillations. And your dog will thank you. They're going to feel so much better. If you like what we did today, you can subscribe to our channel by pushing one of the buttons down there. If you're ever in Chicago, come and give us a visit. We're right in Lincoln Park. And you can also check out our website to schedule an appointment. And I guess we're done.